So, in our previous session, we discussed about the initiatives taken by Indian government to create a healthy, reproductively healthy society. Okay, and today we'll be discussing the contraceptives, then STD, and assisted reproductive technology, ART. So these three topics we'll be discussing today. So let us uh, first discuss the contraception. The first topic is contraception. So what is contraception? Contraception is the prevention of it is the prevention of pregnancy or conception by using various methods. By using various methods. Okay. So uh, before going to the details of the various methods, let us discuss the what are the features of an ideal contraceptive. So features of an ideal contraceptive. So what are the features? What should be a contraceptive? What features of the contraceptive, and how which contraceptive will be safer for the person using it? So these are the features. The features are user friendly. I am giving only the points given in your NCERT. So please students, note down this one. Don't write anything other than these points. Don't write any points from any reference book. Okay. So next one is easily available. It should be effective. Fourth feature is it should be reversible. Fifth feature is they have a very less or no side effect. Have least or no side effect. Okay. And sixth one is it should not interfere with, it should not interfere sorry, with sexual desires, sexual drives, or sexual act. Okay, so these are the features of an ideal contraceptive. Okay, now let us discuss about the types of contraceptive methods. Types of contraceptive methods. So the methods are natural or traditional. Intensely, even then the ovulation may take place Menstrual cycle may take place, may start, and that may lead to pregnancy. So the chance of failure is there. Okay. So what is that period of intense lactation? So what is the effective period? So the effective period is only up to 6 months after parturition. Okay. So a healthy mother can lactate intensely up to 6 months only, but it varies, because if the mother is not well, not healthy, then the intense lactation may stop after 1 month, may stop after 2 months. Okay, so it may vary. So the failure of this contraception is that the chance is there. Now, so these are the three methods of that is the natural methods. Let us see what are the advantages of natural methods. Advantages of natural methods. So here the first advantage is that no medicine used. See, when you take any medicine as contraceptive, then there is always side effect will be there. Okay, so here there is no side effect, as we are as the person is not taking the medicine. So here no device is used. Okay, so a person doesn't need the help of a doctor or nurse, as it is not requiring any device to be inserted in either in the male or in the female. Okay, now the side effect is almost nil. Side effect almost nil. Okay, but there is a disadvantage. The chance of failure is there. So what is the greatest disadvantage? This is very, very important. These points are also important, children. So here it is high chance of failure. Okay. So these are about the natural methods. Now come to the barrier method. The second one is barrier method. What happened to this? Let me see. Something has gone wrong. Let me. So now the next method is barrier method. Okay, so this barrier method, it works on the principle. Its principle is it prevents physical meeting of sperm and ovum. Okay, and these are available for both male and females. Okay, so these principles are very important, children. On what principle which a contraceptive works, that is very important. So the first one is in under barrier method, we'll discuss about the first method is condom. Okay, this is very important. So this, what is this condom? Condom is a thin rubber or latex sheath. Okay, and there are two types of condom. There is male condom, covers the penis, and female condom covers vagina and cervix. Okay, so this is when it is used, it is used, it is weighed by the male or the female just before the coitus, so that during coitus the sperm cannot reach up to the ovum. Okay, now what is its function? Its function is prevent the semen from entering the female reproductive tract. Okay, now and the popular brand of this condom is Nirod. Of condom is Nirod. Okay, so now why this method is very important? Because it has many advantages. So advantages of a condom. This is very important because first, it prevents contraception like all other contraceptive methods. Prevents contraception. The most important thing it does is protect against STIs. STI means sexually transmitted infections, and AIDS. I'm sorry. AIDS, HIV. Okay, so this is sexually transmitted. This prevents or this protects the person from getting infected by the sexually transmitted diseases. Then third one is this is disposable and it needs no help of any doctor or nurse. So it is self inserted and provides privacy. Okay, so this is very, 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 very important, children, because this method is having the, particularly the use of condom is having so many advantages. Okay, now come to the second type, that is second type of barrier method, that is diaphragms, cervical cap, and vaults. Okay, so let me tell you its features. These are rubber barriers inserted into female reproductive tract. Remember, female reproductive tract. This is very, very important. Okay, this is not used for the male. Now, what is this function? It covers the cervix during coitus. And it prevents the entry of sperm through the cervix. Now, cervix is covered, means the sperm cannot reach up to the oviduct. Okay. Now, this can be used additionally with it is having additional uses used with spermicidal cream. If this vault or diaphragm is used along with the spermicidal cream, then what will happen? The sperm will be killed. The sperm will be destroyed. Okay, so there is no chance of fertilization. So used with spermicidal creams, jellies, and foams. Okay, now what is its purpose? Its purpose is purpose of this additional additional use. Its purpose is to increase the contraceptive efficiency. Okay, and it is reusable. This is its greatest advantage. It is reusable and it can be used along with this to increase its efficiency. Okay, then the third one is intrauterine devices. Intrauterine devices. Okay, they are also known as IUDs. This is very, 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 very important, children. ये बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है. देखो, जो इम्पॉर्टेंट है उसको मैं बॉक्स कर रही हूँ या तो फिर मैं वहां पर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लिख रही हूँ. सो व्हाट आर दीज इंट्रायूटेराइन डिवाइसेस? These devices are inserted into uterus through vagina by doctors or expert nurses. It is not self insertable. Okay. Now come to the types of IUD. Again, it is very important. So there are different types of IUD. One is non-medicated. Okay. Then copper releasing. Okay. And then hormone releasing. So these are the three types of IUDs. Okay. Now let me tell you the examples. The example of non-medicated IUD is lips loop. Very, very important, children. Then example of copper, this is example. So here the examples are CUT, copper T, CU7, multi-load, 375. Okay, whatever given in your textbook, that only I am giving. Don't write anything other than this. Okay, very, 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 very important these examples are. Now hormone releasing IUDs, they are progesterone, okay, progestasert. Then another one is LNG20. Okay, so these are the examples of three different types of IUDs. Now let us come to the function of IUDs, which is very, very important. The general function. So functions of IUDs. So different IUDs plays a different role, but they have a general function. So what is the general function? The general function increase the phagocytosis of sperm in uterus. So this is the general function. Okay. So all the IUDs are having these properties. Now let us see what are the specific function. Specific function. Okay. So the first one is, let us take copper IUDs. It releases copper ions which suppress the one, very important, spore motility. Number 2, fertilizing capacity of sperm. Fertilizing capacity of sperm. So if in exam the general function is asked, then you have to write this point. And if it is asked specifically about the copper IUD, then you have to write these this point, these points. Okay, this is very very important. Now come to the number 2, that is hormonal IUDs. Okay, so this hormonal IUD, because they have the hormones, they make uterus unsuitable for implantation. So in this case, the IUD may allow fertilization, but after fertilization, the embryo cannot be implanted in the uterus. And then there is another chance, it can make the cervix hostile to sperm. That means what will happen? Uh, as you know, the sperm passes up to the oviduct or ampulla through the vagina, cervix, uterus, then it reaches the oviduct. Now, what will happen? The motility is affected, so the sperm will remain in the cervix only, so it may not reach up to the oviduct. Okay, so these are the specific role played by the specific IUDs. Now let us come to the general advantages of IUDs. First one, they are highly effective. Number 2, they're ideal for women. Very very important. Ideal for women wanting, first, delayed pregnancy. Very very important, children. And spacing of children. Okay, so this particular point is asked as a 2-mark question or 1-mark question. Okay, like your MCQ may also be asked, assess and reason may also be asked. And this is the only method that is widely accepted in India. This point is also very 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 important. Widely accepted in India. So all the 3 points are very important, and they may come as your 1-mark question or 2 marks question. Okay, now the next type of contraceptive is the 4th type is oral contraceptive or the pills. Okay, this is also very important. Now let us see what is the composition. The composition are progestogen or, very very important, progestogen, estrogen combination. Okay, next, how it is used. This is a usage pattern. How it is taken? Taken daily for 21 days and this is very important, 21 days start within 5 days of menstrual cycle. 5 days of menstrual cycle. This is very important. Okay. Then it should be taken, it should be started within 5 days of menstrual cycle. Then will be taken up for 21 days. Then 7-day gap. Okay. So menstruation occurs during this gap. Okay. So after this gap of menstruation, after menstruation, again this cycle is repeated. Okay. Then the cycle is repeated till the contraception is required. Okay. Now how these pills work? Function of pills. Functions of pills. Very, very important. Inhibits. Sorry. Inhibits ovulation. Inhibits implantation. It alters cervical mucus. Prevents sperm entry. Okay. By any one of these above method, the pills plays their role as a contraceptive. Now, what are the advantages? They are very effective. Next, they are having less side effect. And well accepted. Okay, so these are the advantages. Now the most important and the common and very popular contraceptive pill, popular and safest contraceptive pill is Saheli. Okay, this most important is the new oral contraceptive. It's a oral contraceptive for females. Okay. Now what is its feature? What are the features? The features includes, the most important is that they are non-steroidal. Preparation, and unlike other pills, they are taken once in a week. Once a week pill very few side effects. And next one is high contraceptive value. Okay. Now the next one is injectables. So this is about the pills. Now the fifth type of contraceptive is injectables and implants. Okay. So what is their composition? The composition includes progesterone, or progesterone, estrogen combination, just like the pills. Okay. Now how it is injected or administered? It can be given as injections, or it can be implanted under skin implants. Okay. Now how it works? It works just like the pills. So what are the pills doing? The pills are working in this way. So this is the way, same way works, same way as pills. Okay, just like because the composition is same. So and it's more that is the greatest advantage is that it is effective for longer duration. Okay. Now there is another the last one is the emergency contraceptive. Contraceptives, very important, used within 72 hours after coitus. So if the pill is missed, or any contraceptive method is missed, it is by mistake, it is not taken by the couples, but they want to space between the children, or they don't want to conceive, then they can have any one of the contraceptive methods within that is 72 hours, that is after coitus. Okay. So it includes progesterone, means pills. Okay, pills or implants can be taken. Then progesterone, estrogen combination. So this is again pills or implants. They can be pills or implants. Even IUDs can also be taken, can be inserted within 72 hours. Okay. So what is the purpose of this emergency contraceptive. So preventing pregnancy due to rape or unprotected intercourse. Okay, so these are the two purposes which are fulfilled by this emergency contraceptives. Now the last method of contraception is the surgical method. Seventh one is surgical methods. This is otherwise known as sterilization. Okay, so this is a permanent contraception. If the couple do not want the children further, then they can adopt this one. So what is its mechanism, or you can say the principle? Blocks gamete transfer. Okay, so it is of two types: vasectomy and tubectomy. Okay, so vasectomy, it is in male. Okay, so vas deferens is cut and tied through scrotal incision. स्क्रोटम को थोड़ा सा काट के वहां से भास डिफरेंस को कट कर दिया जाता है और उसको बांध दिया जाता है. ठीक है. नाउ कम टू द ट्यूबेक्टोमी. दिस इज परफॉर्म्ड इन फीमेल and it involves the fallopian tube is cut or tied through abdomen or vagina. Okay, so these are the two surgical methods. And what is its advantage? This is highly effective, but it has greatest disadvantage. It is poor reversibility. Okay, now let us see what are the side effects of contraceptives. Important side effects of contraceptives. So it includes nausea, abdominal pain, breakthrough bleeding, then irregular menstrual bleeding, And fifth one is the rarest one, but it may also occur, breast cancer. But this is the rarest one. Okay, so these are the contraceptive methods. So I think the session is very lengthy, so let me stop here. In our next session we'll be discussing the STD, MTP, and the assisted reproductive technology. So for today this much only. Thank you for watching, and please children, time and again I am telling you, don't refer any reference book. Please go through the notes I have given. I have not left a single word, single line of the NCRT. I have given everything point wise, and it is so easier. I have made it so easier for you to study and also remember. So please follow only NCERT. Okay, so that's all. Thank you. Thank you so much.